What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. I'm Brad.
There we go.
Today is Sunday, March 22nd. Sunday, March 22nd. I feel like an old man looking at us like that. Right? Sunday, March 22nd. UK basketball is out of the mix, my friend.
A sad day.
Did you see that game?
I didn't, but I know it was abysmal. Unfortunately, hopefully we can come back next year. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm sure with it being a growing year and stuff, next year will be better. But listen, the game that they played against it was the
Santa Clara.
Yeah, that was a killer game. That was awesome, dude. Really, really good game. And I'm a casual basketball fan, mainly just because we live in Kentucky and it's such a big deal here. I was watching, but
It is a big deal.
man, it was awesome. It was a really fun game to watch. Guys, on the show tonight, we are breaking down the official trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day. I did a reaction to this a couple of days ago. I think it looks spectacular. It looks to me like Spooderman. It looks to me like the epitome of like everything that I felt like the previous three films missed. This movie looks like it's really gonna dive into all of those things. I mean, I felt like it's complicated. I didn't dislike Homecoming and Far From Home and No Way Home, but something about them just felt not very Spider-Man esque. If that makes sense. I don't know. There wasn't a whole lot of web swinging in New York City. There was a whole lot of there was a huge learning curve for him throughout those first three movies. There were a lot of things that didn't feel traditional Spider-Man, and maybe that's what they were going for. They were kind of going for something a little bit different, and him learning how to be the character essentially. But I really liked what I saw from the trailer. What about you?
Yeah, I like the trailer. I was never in the camp of not liking the older Spider-Man with Tom Holland. I kind of knew what I was getting into. I kind of knew what we were seeing. So, am I excited that there were a lot more web swinging in this one? I didn't really see more web swinging than I would in the previous one. So,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold my breath there. But again, that's not. Would it be nice? 100%. It'd be nice to see a lot more web swinging. But it means, it wasn't a make or break for me. But I know that was a contentious feeling for a lot of Spider-Man fans. So it's understandable.
It definitely was for me, and that's not to say that I didn't like those entries. I thought they were fun. I thought they added, some really cool things to the MCU. But overall, as if you just look at it as a Spider-Man movie, I just didn't. It just didn't hit me in the way that Tobey's films or the way that the Amazing Spider-Man did. But I have this cough that won't go away, so excuse me if I keep coughing throughout the show tonight. But it just, I felt like we see him immediately right off the bat, which we'll dive into some of the individual things in a moment, but immediately off the bat, we see him in New York. We see him swinging around. We see him with Punisher. We see him doing Spider-Man things in New York. And I'm not even necessarily just talking the big montage swings, think the Raimi-verse, where you have this 4-minute block of just this epic Danny Elfman music and Tobey swinging around the Empire State Building. That's great, and I love that. But I'm talking just even more just seeing him swing around New York. There really wasn't a whole lot of that, even in No Way Home and Homecoming. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what that brings for this film. So. By the way, we lost Chuck Norris, man, on Friday.
Man, R.I.P.
Forgot to mention that.
I told Brad and his wife in the group chat that we all just died and Chuck Norris is still on Earth. It's unfathomable to think the fact that he died relatively young. Okay, I know
young, wasn't he 85?
Yeah, but you would expect the man to the man, the myth, the legend to like push somewhere in the like the mid 90s or something like that, just to like
The
keep going.
dude was 86, Miguel.
Bro, he had to have, bro. I think Queen Elizabeth like was like in her 90s, wasn't she?
She was.
Yeah, man, you can't let Queen Elizabeth get the dub over Chuck Norris. That's impossible. It's unfathomable.
They did say, I thought this was kind of interesting. They did say his family statement said, "It is with heavy hearts that our family shares the sudden passing of our beloved Chuck Norris yesterday morning. While we would like to keep the circumstances private, please know that he was surrounded by." Sounds like the assisted suicide thing that I feel like a lot of celebs are doing.
Sudden
Ozzy,
though. It was
I
sudden
feel
though.
like,
What's the
yeah,
point
I
of
don't
it
know. I don't
being?
know.
I don't think it was anything like that. If I had it been like an accident or something like that, it would be totally fine. I mean, if it was something of the unaliving part, um, that would be sad. Which is interesting because like it wasn't even like his birthday wasn't even not that long ago, and he like
Oh, really?
made some big posts of him. He was literally just boxing in front of his yard. He was like, "Big O to the good old 8-6." Like I have never felt better before. And I was just like, 86, okay, but still, good for you, man. Like I just
Yeah.
gotta say, I can think of a few decades that you were probably at your prime, but no, it's not a here or
Yeah.
there. But
Well,
still,
still,
nonetheless, it's interesting and it is sad. It is
it's
sad.
sad. It's crazy, like, thinking about. I had a conversation with my dad about this a couple weeks ago. Like, we're at the point now where, Chuck Norris, Schwarzenegger, Stallone, like the OG action heroes are they're getting up there, man. Like everybody's childhood heroes are getting up there in age. Like they're not getting any younger, and it's kind of weird to think about, like, 5, 10, 15 years down the road, like they're gonna be gone,
Yeah, we're gonna lose a lot of them, and
or we'll
dare I
just transfer over to another state of consciousness, and they'll all still be here, like kicking
oh,
ass and taking names.
I mean, dare I say that there might be a vacuum of action heroes once. Well, it's not like they're doing anything. It's not like they're doing the action movies anymore, but like I've definitely felt like there has been a severe vacuum of
There
action
has been.
stars. I
Jason
mean, yeah,
Statham is
there.
holding that world on his
Yeah, that's
shoulders.
true, but I mean, he's considered an old soul too. I mean, they did mention
Is
he's
he?
he's
How
been
old is
he's in
Jason Statham?
he was in Expendables, which was the whole point was old souls doing still action stuff. That was the
There
whole
is
point.
no way he is almost 60 years old.
Mm-hmm. It looked great. Yeah.
I would not have thought that he was almost 60 years old.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's getting up there, and a
Huh.
lot of them. Like, I mean, you got Jackie Chan, Jet Li,
Yeah.
Bruce Willis was there too, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Dolph
and
Lundgren.
Dolph
Bruce Willis is
Lundgren.
another one, man. Bruce Willis probably isn't going to be around for much longer. I mean, he's
Dad,
pretty.
he's pretty much gone.
Yeah.
The only person that's really doing like still action stuff, which what I would even like, I guess you can't consider Tom Cruise an action star. It's just he wasn't like the
Yeah.
80s.
No, he wasn't in
He
that.
wasn't the 80s like action star renaissance that people had.
He
But
wasn't in the crew of, Schwarzenegger, Stallone, Jean
yeah,
Claude Van Damme,
yeah,
Jackie Chan. He
yeah,
wasn't in that crew. But I would,
yeah.
the modern ones. Who would you throw in there? I mean, obviously Jason Statham, Tom Cruise.
Is he modern though?
Um,
Is he modern
I
though?
I would say I would say
I don't know.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
Keanu
Keanu
Reeves.
Reeves, sure. He's
Um,
pretty well rounded.
The Rock. Maybe. Maybe
I
not.
mean, that's kind of what you're getting. You're getting Dave Batista. You're getting
Dave
um
Batista.
Dave Batista, The Rock, John Cena, and a few of them. But he's getting he's gotten really worked up over the WWE. Like his body's really torn up by it.
Yeah.
And a few others. A lot of them coming from WWE, which all in all is still really good. But I don't know. I think we still gotta. I think we got like we're gonna have a few. I think we're gonna have probably about a decade until like we get some really good action hero names that was actually solidified. Not to say that there isn't like good action movies out there anymore. Like I'm not saying that, but it takes a while for that stuff to like
Yeah.
gain
Well,
motion
it
for
it
some of these actors in here.
it had its era. I mean, in the same way that like 80s horror had its era. Like, yes, there's still horror movies, but it wasn't like the cultural phenomenon that. And again, that's not even to say I think horror's having a really big moment right now. Actually, I really,
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
look
getting a
at
resurgence.
what just happened with Sinners at the Oscars. I mean, like I think in a way, horror is finally getting its
Michael B.
due.
Jordan, yeah, I could
But
say Michael B. Jordan could be getting up there too, without
right,
remorse.
right, right.
41 Fahrenheit. He's so I don't know. It's just household names is kind of where I'm getting at,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Maybe I'm just feeling a little bit more. Maybe I'm a little bit more negative in that aspect, but
Well,
I do feel like there's some spark missing in a lot of these action movies, if that makes sense. Maybe it's the fact
yeah.
it's not as cheesy as it was. Maybe I don't know.
Well, and that's kind of my point is that like, sorry, I'm texting my wife back. Um, that's kind of my point is that like, in the same way that you 80s horror had its time, the whole action movie star thing really had its time too. That's not to say that there's not kick-ass action movies in 2026. You know what I mean? But that era of the Stallones, the Jackie Chans, the Stallone or the Schwarzeneggers,
You really like Stallone.
I really do. The Stallone, all of that. Like I feel like that era meant something in the same way that 80s horror meant something. But again, like we said, you've got the modern day Mission Impossible stuff. You've got John Wick. You've got modern day action movies. It's just it's that crew is part of what made the whole thing so special.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy to see them getting up there and
Yeah. I would say I would probably backtrack on what I'd say. I'd say a lot more of the legacy action heroes are slowly going away, and I would say this next generation of action heroes, so whoever gonna take that title, is yet to be seen. If I
Yeah.
have to say, because no one's really like making a genre their niche. And they're getting well rounded,
No.
so like they're
Yeah.
like diversifying their.
That's honestly that's really insightful. That's a whole other portion that nobody
Yeah.
sticks to one thing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Keanu Reeves is out there, breaking people's bones in John Wick, but then he also can do like comedy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he can do anything. Which I don't know. I guess they did that too, though. I mean, like I'm thinking about Schwarzenegger. Kindergarten Cop. I guess you could say that was also an action movie, but not in the same way that Predator was an
Jingle
action
All the
movie.
Way.
I don't know. Jingle All the Way. There's a perfect
Yeah.
example. I don't know. Whatever. But it's kind of wild. Other big piece of movie news from not an individual movie. Disney officially has a new CEO. Man, have you seen that?
Bob Iger.
Bob Iger has retired, so now it's Josh D'Amaro, who
fuck
I
is
know
that?
I know nothing about him. I just know that it's kind of crazy.
I had no idea Bob Iger left.
Yeah, he retired. So, a couple days ago.
What an
But,
interesting time to retire, but whatever. To each their own.
I was thinking back, Bob Iger, man, like
How old is it, man?
I want to say he was there. Let me look this up. I know for a fact Bob Iger was in charge of the Walt Disney Company when they
That
acquired
does not look like he needs to be.
when they
sorry.
acquired. Bro, if you look up his net worth and tell me if he needs to retire.
I mean, that's kind of like ridiculous to like even assume.
Bro, his
What,
net
700
worth
million?
is over $700 million. Bro, dude can retire whenever the hell he wants to. Like,
I know. So like, what's the point? Like, of like, if you, I mean, go ahead, sure, Reddit, whatever, retire.
I want to say he was there. Um,
2005.
yeah, he was there. Listen, Bob
Dude,
Iger.
he retired in 2021 and then returned to the role of CEO in
Yeah.
2022.
Dude, think about this for a second. Bob Iger was the head of the Walt Disney Company when they acquired Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars. Plus all of the additions to Disney World and Disneyland and the new parks opening, and like that, he has been there for a very important chunk of Disney history. You know, like that's kind of a big deal.
That is true.
But so I'm interested to see what this guy will do. I know he worked for the Walt Disney Company. Listen, I am a big fan of Walt. Walt's my boy, man. Walt Disney is one of those people where, like, you know how you always get the question of if you could go like have lunch with someone, you know, that's dead, like who would you choose to have lunch with? I feel like Walt Disney is somebody that would be at the top of my list. I feel like that would be a good lunch conversation with Walt.
I don't think he would want to talk to you. Boom! No, I'm kidding.
Probably not. Although I don't know. Who knows? Whatever. But let's move on to the main topic of tonight. We'll talk some more movie news on the channel soon. Spider-Man Brand New Day, the official trailer is here. We have heard so much about this movie in the last couple of months. I told Miguel this a couple weeks ago. Like, I would love to talk every piece of Doomsday and Brand New Day news. But if we talked every leak and every theory, we would do nothing but make new videos for the channel that contradicted the previous like 10 videos we made. Like,
yeah,
you know, and there's people that can do that. I can't keep track of all of it because so much of it, especially with Avengers Doomsday, is so contradictory. But the crazy thing is, this trailer actually kind of confirmed a lot of the things that we've been hearing about Spider-Man Brand New Day and kind of Peter Parker's journey throughout this film. So we're going to break down this trailer piece by piece, bit by bit, board by board, all the way through. And we're going to talk about a couple of things. So let me get the trailer pulled up right here. Can we see that all right?
I'd say so.
Can we see? All right.
Man, how embarrassing it'd be if the thing buffers the entire time.
Yeah, that'd be pretty terrible. All right. Do you want to watch it one time, like all the way through, and then we can go back and kind of break things apart?
No, I think the both of us has seen this like
we probably have
already.
I guarantee you have.
Everybody's already seen it at nauseam.
So let's just chunk our way through, and we'll talk about some things. So here we go. Sucks. No kidding. Listen, from the this shot, I was like, all right, that's what I'm talking about. This, like, seeing him on a rooftop with New York in the background. This scene reminded me a lot of the sequence in The Amazing Spider-Man when he's got his phone out, he's got his backpack, he's up on a building. Like it's just very. It's very Peter Parker in New York, and it feels New York. And I guess that's something that I felt like the other films missed, was they just didn't feel New York to me. This has such a New York feel.
Everything was primarily like in Queens or DC or on the pier of
Italy.
Like, Italy.
Somewhere else. Yeah. But
so it's fair. Yeah.
I thought that looked great.
I can't believe our first hit MIT. MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the.
Bro, dude's heart is about to be ripped out of his soul in this movie. I feel like.
What is it about fans wanting to like see Spider-Man like absolutely fucking struggle? Like, everybody was, the memes I've seen all over like social media is me smiling from ear to ear, seeing Spider-Man have a terrible fucking life. It's like, golly.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Do you?
I feel for the man.
Loki, do you think it's weird that he's like looking at them on social media all the time?
No, I mean, dude, he lost his friends. So like, he lost his friends.
That's fair.
You know? So it's like it's tough. Like, he forgot everybody. Like, everybody forgot who.
Dude is high Dude is high key insta stalking right now, like from a rooftop.
Okay, yeah, you saw Andrew Garfield stalk
Yeah,
Gwen
that's fair.
Stacy for
That's
like
true.
15 minutes of the show.
True
Like
that.
from the top of the building. That was before like we had like real good smartphones.
Yeah, that's fair.
In your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it.
I love that they're still friends though.
Yeah, I love the like. I feel like I don't. Let me ask you this: Are you expecting some kind of solution to the whole MJ and Ned forgot who Peter was thing in this film?
I mean, yeah, it's in the trailer.
What?
Like they like Spider-Man and Mary Jane like meet up. Like they have like a
Yeah,
so
but that doesn't mean she. I mean, he could be saving her, but like that doesn't mean that she remembers who he is.
yeah, but the fans are getting what they want. Where like nobody knows that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. So like you're getting that type of relationship between everybody. So like I think
Fair.
it wins. So do I think there's a plan happening where they can get back together? Maybe. I'm not sure. But I think the relationship is starting from ground zero, which again I'm not mad at. But at the same time it's kind of like it's kind of like perpetuating the idea that like Homecoming, Far From Home, and fuck, I forgot the other one was are
No
all
Way
just
Home.
prequels.
Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing. Like, well, that honestly, that's a pretty good way to look at it. The other thing is, I could see this going a couple of different ways. Like, number one, I wonder if they'll resolve that arc in this movie, and somehow he makes MJ and Ned remember who he is. The
I don't
other
think
part
they
of
will.
me, the other part of me is like, do they resolve that in Secret Wars? Do they resolve that in another Spider-Man film in this next trilogy? Like, but all of that seems so far away, and that the Peter MJ story arc would seem so. Of course, they did it with Peter Quill and Gamora, but that story arc seems like it would be so small compared to everything else happening in Doomsday and the Secret Wars that I don't know if they would take the time to do that. You know what I mean?
Well, with Peter Quill and Gamora, it's not like they changed anything. I mean, they kept it the same. It's not like they brought back any type of memories. I mean, it was established that Peter Quill
Honestly,
and Gamora didn't
That's
really have a
fair.
relationship. So
They could kind of do the same thing here. You're right. You are exactly right, my friend.
I mean, it's gonna be sad.
That's a dope shot, by the way. I
That's
absolutely
true.
love
We're
that.
not even like 19 seconds in this.
We're gonna rewind that and watch that beautiful piece of cinema again. Even that,
I
bro.
think
Why
that
is
shot right there is really neat.
it is? Why is there that much space between the mask and his eye?
Because you need that much protection, dude. For the camera. What do you wanting? For the camera.
You know, somebody watched that and they were like, "That's not accurate."
You know.
By the way, you mentioned this before. Do you not like the new suit?
What did I not like about the new suit? I
You
didn't like
mentioned
about
something the other day, and you were like, "I'm not really wild about the new suit." I think it's dope. I think it's the best looking Tom Holland suit that he's worn in the MCU so far.
I mean, yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, it does look good.
Everybody liked the Iron Spider thing, and I felt the same way about the Iron Spider suit as I felt about Professor Hulk. The first time, it's like, oh, that's really, really cool. The 200th time, I'm like, I'm really sick of this. Like, let's do something else.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I'm glad that we're going back to a traditional suit here. I was going to be a little pissed if we just, like, stuck around in the Iron Spider suit for forever, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we're
Well, it's because
moving on.
the suit doesn't recognize him anymore.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the sad part. I mean, that fucking theory would.
Damn, that actually even Friday doesn't remember him. That's wild.
And I don't think
Damn.
it's Friday. What was it?
Whatever. I don't know.
I
I don't remember what it's called.
Breathe.
Hi, My name is Peter Parker.
And no one knows who the hell I am.
You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad
I'll
was
be
gonna
honest, it is
happen,
kind
and
of weird.
What?
It just throughout the show, he is just like hovering over them, and like
That's what I'm saying.
it's kind of
Like-
weird. I'll be
Like
honest.
it's one thing to Instagram stalk somebody, but then every time we see Ned or
you go
MJ,
to the diner.
you look over and Peter's just kind of like,
Yeah. I get
staring them down.
having to like you trying to like organically build the relationship again, because like you kind of like, even though you
Right.
lost them like as a friend, it's important. Like for him, he probably wants to try to like organically like build a relationship again,
right.
and that's cool and all. But dog, you are stalking hard.
Well,
Also, Ned with that fit is fucking criminal. What are you doing? What is that?
well,
I
and
can't say much. I'm wearing a fucking football jersey.
At some point, you would think that Ned and MJ would go over and be like, "Bro, why do I see you literally everywhere we go?"
Exactly.
Like you are
the
in
first-
every restaurant, you are in every library, like everywhere we go, you are there.
Yeah, that's pretty sus.
It's just kind of funny.
remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad
Now, I did notice, this is kind of a small thing, but like we see the bruises all up and down his thigh. And then like him falling off of the building and he's just kind of like not doing anything to catch himself. Like he's not webbing, he's not, jumping on a building, like he's just free falling essentially. We do know, and one of the big running leaks about or rumors about this film was that Peter's mental health and his stress level are going to be a huge, part of this movie.
And the fans are gonna frawl.
And
at the mouth.
we'll kind of
Yes,
talk.
Peter struggle.
I know, yeah, I know,
Fucking
right?
Broke, be lonely.
The more depressed, the better. Like that's a
Fuck, dude. Like there's something weird, at least in my eyes, about like enjoying
Yeah.
someone suffering. It's like,
Yeah.
God damn.
you're like someone is getting sexual satisfaction out of Peter Parker being depressed. Like
I know.
But yeah, so we know that he looks like he is really down on his luck, like he's really struggling. So I wanted to point that out because I know that's going to be kind of a big plot point here.
something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was
Also, I thought that was kind of funny. I'm like, are we recreating Toby's moments? Like,
to make
What, have you ever
everyone
seen
forget
that
about
city?
me.
now, but also they're watching him. So like at this point, I'm also curious to know.
Spider-Man is still a thing. Like it's not like Spider-Man didn't like not exist. It's not like they forgot who Spider-Man was. They just
Right.
totally forgot that Peter Parker. Like the spell essentially was Control Alt Paste, Spider-Man, Control Alt Delete, Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah,
and
I
it's
know.
like,
It's
and it's the most like sad thing ever because like literally Peter knows nobody. No
Right.
no Happy, Aunt May's dead, Uncle Ben's dead, all of his friends are gone. Like it's supposed to be like really fucking sad. I know like No Way Home was establishing like a new beginning for Spider-Man and everyone was exciting and stuff like that. But here's where we get the fucking reality. Like my man knows nobody. He's literally alone as Spider-Man. Like that's it. Like
Yeah.
nothing else. Like that's like
yeah.
oh shit. It was hopeful, but now we have to accept the fact that the boy is depressed right now.
He is. And I'm also curious, like I want to know how big of a deal is Spider-Man at this point? You know what I mean? Because like is he like a citywide, like Spider-Man is a staple at this point? Is Spider-Man still kind of like an up and coming, like some people kind of know about him, some people don't really haven't heard about him as much. Like is Spider-Man going to be like, by Toby's third film, Spider-Man was literally a staple. Now the fact that he's getting the key to the city,
I was gonna say
the
like
fact
he
that they're
just got the
watching
key.
him, I feel like at this point, that's what I'm saying. At this point, I feel like in
Like, it took-
Homecoming, nobody really knew who Spider-Man was. You know what I mean?
Well,
They
it
knew
took-
who Iron
it took
Man
Tobey
was.
Maguire like 3 movies to get the key to the city. Like it's
Yeah,
like
that's
it's
fair.
this is starting out. Like I guess
Yeah.
technically starting out like him
Yeah.
getting to the keys to the city. So like I mean he's he's obviously a household name in New York. People know him.
Right.
People love him.
Right.
Everybody knows who Spider-Man is, but it's just nobody knows who Peter Parker is.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if Spider-Man will be a household name. Ugh. Excuse me. Well, if he'll be a household name, in this film. So I'm wondering about that as well.
Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
That is it. That's the shit that I have missed from all of these movies.
That
Is
looks
him
reshot from No Way Home.
running. Does it?
A little bit. I'll be
Him
honest.
running
I'll keep it a $150. It looks a little bit of a reshot. I'm not gonna lie.
like Disney. What you doing, man? Like
Yeah,
stop
like-
raising shots.
It's like, yeah.
I will say, dude, that pisses me off every time I watch No Way Home. I was watching some scenes from it the other day, and I was like, the reused Sandman footage and stuff. I'm like, that really pisses me off. Like, I don't know why, but it does. I'm just like, you had him there. Like, you couldn't have, like you couldn't have filmed that.
Was he there? Oh, he
Yes.
was. Yeah, he was.
He would have
was.
had to do the mocap for the sand. I mean,
That's true. That's a little weird. I'll agree. It's something suspicious about like the budget or whatnot. I don't fucking know, but like still, that wasn't a
I don't know.
maybe it was just quick fan service, but still, I could literally care less of seeing like another scene of Sandman that was reused from Spider-Man 3. And
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird.
yeah, whatever. But this
Just
this
Peter
looks
Parker.
beautiful.
I'm Spider-Man.
The hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering. Suit yourself. Mother.
Go home!
Okay, that whole sequence I thought was spectacular too. First
Peter
of all,
Parker. I'm
hang on.
Spider-Man.
What is going on here? Like, what is that? Is that a tank? Like, what's going on in New York that there's a tank shooting at buildings?
There's so many like organizations in the Marvel Cinematic Universe now. I cannot
really
tell
are.
who is what.
Yeah.
There was like AIM. There was Shield. There was fucking Hydra. There was what was the other one? Like there's a couple others. Sword.
Sword.
Fuck. Like I stopped counting the goddamn organization. So who the fuck knows who these guys are? Like, let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Well, and we also know another one of the
Oscorp.
we know that damage control, the U.S. Department of Damage Control is another
They're doing a shitty job controlling the damage here.
department that is supposed to be featured in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So that's
Well, the damage control was there prior. It was there like all the way up. It was there since Spider-Man Homecoming.
right.
like,
But I think
the
it's going to be pretty
damage
heavily
control.
featured in this movie. I think it is really going to play into the plot. But yeah, I don't know what the tank is. It's a dope shot. I mean, that all looks incredible. Like it looks spectacular. The fact that Frank Castle is driving a van to take down this tank that is literally shooting like bombs into the city is absolutely hilarious, by the way. But whatever. I love. Did you see? I sent you a meme this morning that was like, Tom Holland was talking about the relationship between Frank Castle and Peter Parker, and he was like, it's kind of a big brother, little brother type relationship. And the thing below it was like, my guy, but your big brother's killing people. So I don't know. I'm interested to see, because the Punisher often goes so hardcore, like I'm curious to see their dynamic. I think it's going to be a blast to see on the big screen.
Yeah.
Hell, Frank! You just hit me with a van!
I love how he immediately was annoyed seeing Spider-Man. It was like a second there. See if you can find it. That's so fucking weird.
Quit your whimpering.
Hang on.
The hell, Frank!
See,
He
That's
just
definitely a
seems
big
so
brother.
Hit me
annoyed.
with a
he was
van!
like,
Quit your
"God damn."
whimpering. Suit yourself.
I couldn't believe that wasn't gonna work.
And dude he just shot at him like without a care in the world. Like dude was like, okay, you're gonna take a grenade right now. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
this
Rockers,
kick,
dude.
this kick is funny. What somebody said he actually slapped him, and I'm trying to.
Oh my gosh, he does.
He grabbed him. He grabbed him and pulled him out of the van. Wow.
Mother.
That's such a.
Go home!
I think that's hilarious. Like part of what makes the Punisher so funny to me and like a character that I love so much is that like oftentimes he finds himself so overpowered with like the other characters around him. You know what I mean? Or so
Like-
so underpowered like in comparison to others around
There's
him.
another
Like
word for it.
like
Oh.
between him and Spider-Man, like Spider-Man, like he doesn't hold a candle to Spider-Man, but like he always manages to hold his own. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
be like and just get annoyed with everybody around him. I think that's pretty hilarious.
Home! And sometimes
Once again, dude is literally just like
I think they're living
Ah.
something. So I know before the trailer like announces it, but like I know that they're living in the same apartment too. So like Peter like deliberately shows the same apartment complex that they're staying in. I think.
no way.
Because it said something about like neighbor. It was like at
Oh
the
my
very end. It was like
God.
you're just a friendly neighbor, and I was like, bro, what? What?
That's I don't know if I caught that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Dude said, "You don't know who I am, but I know who you are."
He's not. Wait, are they in their 20s? Damn, dude.
Yeah.
They're underage drinking.
Yeah. I don't know.
Look at-
They might be of age at this point. I feel like
Look at
somebody
them-
said this
Look at
takes
them jackals and fucking heinies. There's a
I
poppy
feel-
over there.
I feel like somebody said this takes place 3 or 4 years after No Way Home.
Yeah, because they just graduated. Like they
So, like,
just
I think-
graduated.
He's been doing this for a little while now. Yeah, what do we got here? There's a Poppy, there's some Heineken, there's wine.
There's Jaeger. There's a jackal.
This is the weirdest combination of liquor I've ever seen in my life.
Bro, this is a house party. Like if I had to
There's
say.
like some gin back there on the
There's-
counter.
There's
Like
cabinets still open. Like this is a wild party.
nothing says Rager like Poppy and Heineken and gin and red wine. like whoa.
Bro, none of this sounds like enticing to me right now.
My
I
God.
need a headache. Man,
You can
that's
have
old.
a martini, and then you can have a Heineken, and then you can have some red wine, and then you can go vomit until your eyes bleed. Like those are your options.
Let's continue the show our age.
Hilarious.
Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker.
That pissed me off. I was like,
So
oh my
that's,
God.
That's
Of course.
Ezra Bridger from Star Wars. That's who plays like Ezra Bridger and the older Ezra.
I'm not
and the
familiar enough
Mandalorian.
with that.
So that was
character.
so I think that I do think that's pretty cool though. So that's a little cameo. I think that was really neat. Like they hired him to do that. But I guess yeah, love interest for Mary Jane, which is fine. You know, like in Tobey Maguire's 1, 2, and 3, Mary Jane was like I'm not gonna say like she was preppy, dude.
kind of a hoe.
I wasn't gonna say that, but she was definitely like she's definitely like I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want from you, Peter, but I'm gonna keep dating other people, yada yada yada. Like
But I'm gonna get
suck
mad
at
when
it.
you choose something else over me. Like,
Yeah, like
yeah,
sure, yeah, let's have this dynamic again. Like I don't like it's totally fine. Which I don't think it's Zendaya's. I don't think Zendaya's Mary Jane's gonna be like that. But
no. Also, LOL at him being like, I'm gonna
Even if-
stroke your hair now.
If it breaks
well, I
Peter
think they're
Parker's
I
heart.
think they're dating at this point right now.
I'm gonna touch your hair in front of all these people. I just drank 4 Heinekens and some red wine, and then I had a martini
Don't forget the poppy. So my
and a poppy because
my
we gotta
digestive.
we
can-
we gotta
so I
make
can
sure we
poop
get
this
the
alcohol out really nice.
we gotta get those probiotics in there, man. We gotta get
Yeah.
the gut microbiome in check.
Hey, if I wasn't mistaken, with the right soundtrack, this could totally be You season like 5.
100%.
Yeah.
But like with a sci-fi twist because he's like turning
Yeah.
into a spider. So this is the other. I don't even know if I've really talked about this with you, but this is the other interesting plot leak that has floated around.
This one surprised me.
It
I'll
did
be
me too.
honest.
this plot leak has floated around in various places since probably Christmas time. And that is the fact that Peter Parker essentially is in such a stressed out state and is so depressed that it's kind of weighing on him and weighing on him and weighing on him. And we hear Banner later in the trailer say about, DNA mutation and things like that and how going to be really dangerous. But the current rumor is that at some point in this film, Peter Parker will transform into Man-Spider, which, if you don't know what Man-Spider is actually kind of terrifying. It's literally like think The Fly, like Jeff Goldblum's The Fly, but a spider, essentially, is what ends up happening to him. Like, he just morphs, and it's like Resident Evil meets Spider-Man. Like, the dude just morphs and morphs and morphs until he's essentially, like, literally a spider. And dog, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how Disney's gonna do that and not make it like straight up a horror movie. Like, I really don't, because that could look absolutely terrifying on
Look,
screen.
I think Disney can do it because clearly they can make a lot of decisions. I mean, you got the thing with the Wolfman, and then which is something I didn't think they'd be able to do, and then, I mean, shit, they've been throwing a lot of curse words out there, and
That's fair.
Catherine Hines' butt is in the MCU right now, so like, it's like Disney is like branching out, like they're really making steps. Like, let's be honest.
Asses, werewolves, the whole
Yeah,
thing.
so if they can do it, I'm sure they can. Like, it'll be dope. I thought the Man Spider is a really neat twist in this. But it's just another thing to like throw on the shoulders of my boy Peter over here. Like, fuck,
Yeah, I know.
dude, man,
Yeah.
can't really catch a break. I'm also kind of sad because I didn't read the comics of Man Spider, but I did watch the show whenever he was mutating, and the X-Men played a pretty big role in that because like Peter Parker was going to the X-Men, he was going to Professor X because he was like mutating,
Yeah.
and they're pretty much like, well, I guess you gotta mutate. And Peter was like, what do you mean? You gotta help me. I don't want to become a freak. And then all of a sudden, all the X-Men were like, what do you mean? What do you mean mutants aren't freak? They're people. And Peter was like, I'm about to grow 4 more fucking arms. Like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
I thought
I
that
mean,
was a good episode.
Dog, like, this could be terrifying. I mean,
It definitely can.
give me a second here. Shit, it won't load. I don't know. It looks horrifying. I mean, if you've ever
No, you're trying to show a picture.
Google,
of Man Spider?
I was like, if you've never seen it, just Google Man Spider, and like, it is horrifying. It's got 6 eyes, like he's got the fangs, he's got everything, like 8 arms. It's whack, man. Like, that could be a really, really wild thing for them to do in this movie. And I'm curious if they're really gonna have the balls to do it. But he's definitely going through it, man. He looks terrible. I mean, that shot right here, he literally looks terrible.
Is happening to me.
This is interesting too. What do you think of the whole, like, he ends up like gaining organic webbing thing?
It's funny because initially everybody hated the idea of Tobey
I know,
Maguire
right?
having organic
Yeah.
webs. And
Yeah.
then for some odd reason, after Andrew and Tom Holland and they found out that Tobey was coming back, everybody was losing their mind about the organic, and they even made a joke about it.
Right.
So I just think it's fucking ironic how it's literally a 180 to
Oh, yeah.
I love organic webbing, and it was
Yeah.
like, but everybody was
Well-
freaking out about the fucking
Right.
actual web shooters. So
Well, and that also goes to show you, though, like, how important Toby's movie was. Like, that was such a drastic thing for Sam Raimi to change, and now
was.
it's kind of become the preferred thing.
mhm.
I'll be curious if the Man Spider plot point really is the thing. I'll be intrigued to see if he ends up keeping the organic webbing, or if after the Man Spider, after he kind of regains control of himself, whether that's in help with the X-Men or he just kind of figures out a way to like self-regulate, like
Well,
and
I
get his
saw-
and like get his like nervous system and depression under control. Like I don't know.
I saw that. I saw a theory saying that his mutation, because I guess technically it's a mutation to his
Yeah. Yeah,
DNA.
he's
so,
he's
yeah.
mutating. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So technically, his mutation has changed during his time with Tobey Maguire, kind of like a fucking disease thing or whatever. Like his
Yeah.
mutation went to Tom, and it's like doing something different, maybe multi-dimensional bullshit, into the Spider-Verse thing. Like I don't know. But interesting theory, yeah. Still to know that maybe Tobey Maguire had a factor into that.
Yeah, I remember seeing a video with Sam Raimi, and they were talking about the organic webbing thing, and he was like, I think like he said when they were planning Toby's films, he was like, I tried to look into like different ways to make the web shooters work and everything, and he was like, it just didn't make sense to me. He was like, if he is gaining the powers of a spider, and he has gone through that transformation, like he was like, why wouldn't he be able to spin his own webs? Like that just makes sense, So I thought that was pretty cool.
I was in the camp of like appreciating Sam Raimi's organic web thoughts, because I wasn't really a comic book reader, so like I grew up with organic webs
Yeah.
for Spider-Man, so
Mhm.
I didn't have any issues with it. So when I found out that it was completely backwards for me, because I thought it was weird that Andrew Garfield was getting web shooters, because I didn't grow up reading the comics as much, so like I didn't really
Yeah.
think of them as. I thought web shooters were weird compared to organics, because I just thought Spider-Man was just a man spider. So like I thought that was really interesting, and then it took me a while after Andrew Garfield to find out that it was like, oh, like he's supposed to have web shooters. My bad.
Well, even I knew he was supposed to, but like I just liked the organic so much better. So I'm excited to see that he's gonna actually have organic webs. I think the cocoon thing is interesting. Like that again kind of shows like the transformation.
It's a Wolfman thing.
Yeah,
And I kind of like it. Yeah.
yeah, I dig it too. He's letting out his primal.
Alpha.
He looks at MJ. He's like, he probably won't do that.
I didn't need any of that in my ear. Fuck, dude. The hell.
All right. Also, we straight nipple shot like in this and just everything out there.
I'm glad you're-
That's pretty wild. That's really cool. Like, could you imagine him fight? Like, I can't wait to see him like find out that he can do it himself. Like he can do the whole thing himself. Like that, like my web shooter action. Bro, do you remember the Toby web shooters, the toy, where you had to put the like cartridge in the thing and you could actually like shoot it?
Where you had actual web shooters? Yes, I did, and
Yes.
that's what was that
you
was.
had to do
and
the
I
little, like,
acted,
finger thing.
and here I was acting like, man, why are people upset that he has organic webs?
Yeah. What is this? Like what do we think is happening here when he's being scanned?
Bruce Banner, like scanning him, isn't it?
But then
the
we
point.
see Bruce Banner talking to him as Peter Parker. So does Bruce remember him? Is Bruce going to like find out who he is? Like I that intrigues me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd agree. I think it's I don't know exactly how that is gonna play out. I hope it's not like one of those things where like if it I think Bruce Banner is gonna like take the relationship that's pretty similar to like Dr. Connors or like Dr. Octavius, or
Yeah.
Bruce is like a mentor to Peter Parker, but it has a relationship with Spider-Man, and then something happens, and Spider-Man's got to do something in conflict with Peter Parker. Like that's a really typical relationship. So to know that Bruce Banner is a professor at the same university that he's in. I think it's really interesting to see how
Yeah.
they're gonna play that
I
relationship.
could see that. Yeah,
So, yeah, that'd be cool.
definitely. We see this whole thing like superior strength, superior agility, heightened senses, enhanced perception. Like he's obviously scanning him.
Excuse me, Dr. Banner.
And trying to figure things out. I find it interesting. Like, look
What
at
the fuck
Bruce's.
is ESU? Like,
I have no idea. Do you see Bruce's hand? I noticed this
Yeah.
before. I wonder if he has a way to control it now.
well, if you saw She-Hulk, you would understand that
I
he has a
did.
gauntlet.
I did. Does he
He
have?
has a gauntlet that
Does he have that in
controls it.
She-Hulk?
Yeah, so when he got in the
Oh,
wreck,
I forgot
it
about
broke
that.
and he hulked out into Professor Hulk. So that was the thing.
Okay,
it's supposed to
I
be a,
did not.
uh,
I did
a-
not remember that.
Yeah, it's a rage
But
inhibitor
okay.
to like make him kind of human still. So I think
I
it's,
15 out of 10 did it, and I watched She-Hulk, but I did not remember that.
yeah, I think it's interesting to find out that like he is capable of doing it. And I'm sorry, Brad, but like we're never going to get the storyline of Hulk consistently having the conflicting relationship with Bruce Banner. We're never gonna have that again.
I know.
always-
and that
it's
sucks
always-
because we didn't really have it to begin with in the MCU.
It was there.
Like
It was
we
there
had
in
it.
some
We had it
regard.
for a brief moment, and then like it was gone. And
Yeah.
I'm concerned that I'm never going to see that version of him again. Although Savage Hulk has been rumored to return in this movie, but also the other funky Hulk, which I don't know if I like this. The funky rumor is that we'll see another personality, which is Gray Hulk or Joe Fixit, which I don't
wasn't
love that
the Hulk initially great.
either. Yes.
So quit bitching.
Yeah, but also that's a different. I don't know. Different. It's
What
a
is-
person.
What is Gray Hulk?
He's a personality of Bruce. It's another. It's another personality essentially of the Hulk. Like, I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's essentially like, like I think one story arc. Excuse me, or one comic arc kind of revealed that essentially like Bruce Banner has like multi-personality disorder, like a weird form of it, which is why like the gamma radiation was able to like form the Hulk in him. But like it ends up like Gray Hulk is another like personality that Banner exhibits. So like there's like Savage Hulk, which is like the most extreme, like extreme rage, extreme frustration, like extreme everything. And then there's Banner. Gray Hulk is kind of somewhere in between. Like he has the power of the
Professor
Hulk,
Hulk
but
supposed to
he's
be that?
also yeah, but Professor Hulk is different though. Professor Hulk is smarter, tame. Like it's like Banner's personality in Hulk's body. Joe Fixit isn't quite like that. He's
Okay.
it's different, but I don't know.
We got to read more about that. I don't know nothing about
Yeah,
Joe Fixit.
Joe Fixit is a little bit more like sarcastic douchebag vibe than I don't know. It's interesting. I excuse me. I'm not like totally sold on either version of that, but
I need your help.
What did you say your name was? If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
see, there's a lot of interesting things here too. Like, what's happening here? Like, what in the Leave the World Behind is that? Like, it sounds like some kind of sound that is, or here, hey, here's an interesting thought. Does he have the symbiote? Is that why
No.
the sound is bothering him? I know, he probably doesn't. But I'm just trying to think of a reason why the sound would be bothering him so much.
I think it's because everything's getting heightened, like his senses, his agility, his perception.
Maybe
all
that's true.
getting heightened.
That
So,
that
like,
might be true.
to the
That
point
might
where,
be
like,
true. That might be
he's
true.
yeah. So
Yeah,
he's having trouble.
that's very possible.
Man, dude, like it's different. Like
What's up, Travis?
Oh, hey, man.
He said Joe licks it.
Joe licks it. It's so interesting with this suit because it's nothing like the CGI fest. And I think people are really gonna like that. Like you got ripples in the
100%.
outfit. Like it's definitely like
Definitely.
an outfit.
Yes, I love that about it. I was kind of over the CGI suit thing. I really was. I wasn't about it.
TNA's
But like, you know, we keep seeing all these cocoon things. Jeez, excuse me. We keep seeing the cocoon things, and like he obviously is visually freaked out by it. Like he's going through that transformation. He doesn't understand what's happening to him. He's probably, like you just said, he's probably sensing things differently, and his spider sense is more enhanced. Like, and then interestingly enough, we go straight into this shot of Banner talking to Peter about, you know, DNA mutating and how dangerous that would be, and you know, obviously Banner would be somebody to know. So like, I think that's really interesting.
enormously dangerous. Spider.
Rip. Again, somebody sitting there going, yes, he's upset. He's visiting a grave. Yes. Like, that's what we
Struggling.
want.
Struggling. You struggle, Peter. That's what I want to see.
Somebody in the theater is going to be sitting there going, cry, you little bitch. Like, as soon as he goes there. And it's raining. Yeah.
Spiders have 3 life cycles.
That's interesting, too. Does Damage Control have Sadie Sink, a.k.a., who we all have basically, it's confirmed but not confirmed to be Jean Grey?
I don't think it is. I don't think it's confirmed.
What? You don't think it's going to be Jean
confirmed.
Grey?
No.
I'm like 85% sure that she's going to end up being Jean Grey.
No, it's not. It's supposed to be someone else.
We know that her character, we do know that her character is heavily connected to the Punisher in this movie. I don't know how, and I don't know why Jean Grey would be connected to the Punisher, but
I don't think it is. It's something of like. It's
that would be pretty. That'd be pretty dope if it was Jean Grey, though, wouldn't it?
It would, but
That'd be
I
pretty
think
sick.
Who is it? It's someone else. If it's Jean Grey, cool. Like by all means, but I don't think it's. I don't think people are saying it's not Jean Grey. It's probably someone along the lines of. Fuck, I can't find the person, but it's more or less a Spider-Man like character.
Really?
Instead of like a X-Men.
But
thing.
why would she be inside of like? I mean, dude, she is inside of this whole big like
3 life cycles.
cage thing in a lab, and her hands are all locked up. Like there's explosions. Like what other character would she be?
There is another character. I just fucking can't find it. Jesus, what is
Silver Sable?
No.
Because that does. I don't think that makes sense either.
It's another one that can like control other people's minds, and I don't think it. Rachel Summers? No, that's not it.
Part of me wants it to be Jean, just so we can hear Xavier going, Jean.
LOL.
Jean. Travis
Nope,
said,
not Rachel
I
Summers.
speculate based on Scorpion telling Spider-Man to stay out of his way that he, Tarantula, and Boomerang are criminals assembled by Damage Control as an anti-mutant task force. Definitely. And we know that, well, obviously, as of right now, we know that Wilson Fisk is still the mayor, presumably, unless Daredevil Born Again Season 2 changes that. We know that Wilson Fisk is the mayor of New York, at least at this time, if that's all correct. So, like, maybe there is kind of an anti-mutant, anti-hero task force thing going on, you know? Travis said, interestingly, if you look at the aesthetic of the cage season, it looks very 80s and 90s. The beanbag chairs, roller skates. Yeah, I kind of thought that, too. It's got a little bit of a retro...
Spiders have 3 life cycles.
It's shit, I went too far.
Have 3 life cycles.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's interesting. I'm intrigued by that whole thing. Her character, where she is, what's going on. There's a lot of interesting things to break down.
When between cycles,
Now, it obviously looks like he's in there after this has happened, whatever's happened in that facility with Jean, probably, but also we don't know. Whoever that is, like she's escaped or something's happened, and we see Peter in here. Here's another thing that kind of gets me, though.
it can leave the spider vulnerable to
What's going on here?
threats.
That whole thing where she keeps looking and like this is
We are
transferring.
faced with a danger that we can't control.
Now he looks up and something else is happening there. Like, what is that? What's going on here? That intrigued me, and I've tried to think of like what that could be. I'm still confused on what exactly that is. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's someone that can jump other people's minds. I can't remember who it is, but some people say it's not Jean Grey. It's kind of weird for Jean Grey to be in this. It seems off for Jean Grey to be in this.
I just figured they were trying to
Mutations,
trying to
mutants,
start
trying to
like
figure out.
incorporating the X-Men in there. You know what I mean?
Throw everything at the sink. Throw everything in there, pretty much.
Yeah, like just starting to, I starting to kind of add them in, but I'm trying to
It is
think.
the theory. I just can't think about who the other person is. I'll have to look more into it. Maybe I'll add it later, but yeah. It'd be cool.
is-
I mean,
this
if
is
Sadie
an
Sink
interesting
becomes
theory.
Jean Grey, that'd be interesting.
Interesting. Somebody said, which I don't think this did. Somebody said, what if this is Mayday Parker from Toby's universe? That would be dumb. That wouldn't make any sense. If that was their daughter,
Yeah, that'd be weird.
that would make no sense whatsoever. Interesting, man. I don't know who she's gonna play.
One we can't even see.
Now, that is obviously her, whoever that is. And interestingly enough, this looks like the same room from earlier.
Be enormously dangerous.
Let me
I think
see.
they're gonna have a relationship with each other.
If DNA
Sadie Sink.
That
and
looks like the
Peter Parker.
same room. Wherever she's standing in that shot, they're in the same place.
Mhm.
So you think they'll be in a relationship with each other?
Yeah, not like dating, but like they're like helping each other in some way.
Having some weird superhero freakalish.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know. Chat's moving now, man. Gory Tiger, what's up, Gory? How's it going, man? Travis said, going off the Gene theory in the Thury. Wow, I'm not even from Kentucky, and it just came out. The Jane theory. Going off the Jane theory. I need a cowboy hat. In the Marvel's post-credit scene, Monica's mother is the age she was in Captain Marvel, which was set in the 90s, implying that the X-Men universe itself is in the 90s. Could be. That I could see that. Sanju F1Y1N says Sadie Sink is in Secret Wars. Must be a big character. Yeah, we know that she is confirmed to be in Secret Wars. I just don't know. Again, in what capacity, what she'll be doing, I have no idea. Would Jean be that? If she was Jean, let's just throw that bone a second. If she was Jean, could we see Jean playing a big role in Secret Wars?
I mean, yeah, she's pretty strong, so
Yeah.
could be.
Yeah, definitely. Sadie Sink is inside the van Punisher's driving when Spider-Man opens the van. Sadie Sink is projecting herself as an oldie. Oh. Interesting. She's projecting herself as an old lady. That changes the context entirely. But can Jean do that?
I mean, she could do whatever, man. Dude, she's She's telekinetic. Like,
I feel like Jean's powers have never actually been like defined. Like I like in every X-Men movie and in Dark Phoenix, like I know she's like basically an all-powerful being and like probably one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel universe, but like it's never been super clearly defined what she does or can
it
do.
has.
You know?
We just haven't read it. I think it's definitely telekinesis, and she has all these powers of a Professor Xavier, except she can move shit with her mind too. So like,
Yeah.
it's pretty close to the same.
Yeah. Telepathy, telekinesis, flight, immortality in her Dark Phoenix form. Read, manipulate minds, move massive objects with her mind, project concussive energy blasts. So, I guess, yeah, there's a lot. She's pretty powerful, man.
Stay out of
Now, that looks sick. What do you think of the Scorpion costume?
I thought it was pretty neat. Yeah.
my way.
That's pretty cool too. I also I will say I'm not a huge fan of like this almost looks like this is going to sound really strange. Look at his ass. He's just like wearing pants with like leg braces and a tail. I don't 100% know how I feel about that. I kind of like the original Scorpion concept where like it's his entire like armor, like his entire body is encased in armor. This is more like I don't know what to compare it to.
Give him a minute, dude. It's his first time in here. It's not like he's gonna go away. It's not like he's gonna die. Let him get some
Really?
swagger. Let him get some swagger in this bitch. I'm sure he'll be full out, decked out,
apparently-
man.
I didn't realize, like, I like Scorpion. I think he's a cool villain. Bro, people are stoked for Scorpion to be in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
They really are, which I know that's kind of been a teasing thing from Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, I get it, but it's just, I find it interesting that, you know, I find it interesting that he's going to be in this and kind of playing a major role.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to
Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot. Hang on. So, first of all, that's sick as hell.
Bro, my man got stabbed right there. Like,
He definitely did. 100%.
Yeah.
Seeing him fly into the birds, I think it's kinda
You're
funny.
losing it.
I do think there's going to be a little bit of a mentorship thing between Frank Castle and Peter.
I think it's funny that Spider-Man gets what's it called? Punisher mentorship. While Matt and Frank had their stuff. I think of all the
for
people
real.
to be mentored by in the act of heroism, I thought it would be Matt over Frank, but
Yeah.
to each their own.
Yeah. Travis said a major conflict in the 1984 Secret Wars was Magneto questioning whether Captain America would prioritize human life or mutant life, putting them at odds. This would all line up with that. I could see that. Ugh. I could see Jean. That's what I'm saying. I don't know that Jean will, or the X-Men per se, will play a huge role in this movie, but I think they're starting to lay the groundwork for mutants in the MCU. I think they're starting to lay the groundwork and kind of put the pieces together for mutants and for the X-Men to end up playing a larger role within the universe as a whole. So it seems like part of me feels like I'm concerned at the amount of characters. I mean, look at the crap that Raimi's Spider-Man 3 gets, and that only had 3 villains in it. I mean, it's not like we were dealing with 12 different villains, and I'm sure some will be major, some will be minor in this film, but there seems to be a lot of characters that we're going to be dealing
And that's
with.
one of the things that like I hated with the hate of Spider-Man 3 is like they thought it was like way too many people, but the whole premise was like Spider-Man needs help. Like that was like mentioned like so many times
Yeah,
in Spider-Man
yeah.
3, like everybody needs help, even Spider-Man kind of thing. And it was like, fuck? Yeah, like obviously he's gonna get some help at the end of the movie, and yet
Right.
the people ostracize that movie because of it. Maybe the writing was bad, and maybe the, you know, Black Peter Parker was pretty sus, but now people love it. So like,
Yeah.
it's just weird that at the beginning people were so upset with that, and
Oh, they
now we
were
have like
pissed.
fucking star rosters for all the MCU projects. So like, I never had an issue. Like, the more the better, I guess, as long as the story is decent. Which
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
the story was all right, and Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, I never thought Spider-Man 3 should have gotten the hate that it did ever. I thought it was great. Travis said, having lost Aunt May, maybe an Uncle Ben and his parents, Frank Castle is what Peter Parker could be. For Frank, who lost his son, I think he kind of sees Peter as who his son could have been. That's a great way to put it. I agree with everything you just said.
Kid.
Now, again, this is interesting. Like, did he save her? Is obviously he probably saved her. Is he just talking to her? Like, did they come across each other? I'm curious to see kind of how this scene plays out, because if you look at her face, she looks what's
Longing.
there's a little bit of a longingness there.
Well, yeah,
Um,
memories can fade, but the feelings can never like go away. I'm sure.
Well, and
like,
that's what I'm
there's a
saying.
whole
I'm
relationship
wondering
that's
if
gonna
she,
happen.
even if she doesn't know who he is, I'm wondering if she feels some kind of connection to him that she just can't really explain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that could be. I feel like that could be a really interesting thing to follow throughout this film as well. Is like, no, she doesn't remember him per se, but it's like the essence of him is still there. You know what I mean? Especially when she's in the presence of him or talking to him as Spider-Man. Like, I think there's definitely going to be some kind of some type of essence there between those two characters, and I'm intrigued to see what that's going to be. That's dope, man. This whole sequence that we see with the tanks and everything looks really cool.
And for those spiders who make it through.
Also, did you notice this?
And for those spiders who make it through.
Bro, did you see the comic accurate Jean? That's another reason I'm like,
That's not Jean. That's
or Rogue. I'm sorry, Rogue.
Rogue. Yeah.
Yeah, that is comic accurate Rogue right there.
Yeah.
Which again, if they're making X-Men references, I'm like, dog, it's got to be Jean. It's got to be. That shot. As soon as I saw that shot, I was like, the original cover. They're remaking so many awesome comic book covers with this, which I think is just awesome. I'm really happy that they're
Yeah, they gave us like multiple too. They gave us like, at least 3 cover scenes right there.
Yeah, I think that's really, really cool, honestly. Somebody also said, is this Keith David doing the voice?
It
Which
sounds
I
like
didn't,
it, don't it?
I didn't catch that the first time. Somebody on Facebook asked me that, and I
Yeah,
was
but what
like,
is Keith David supposed to be playing in?
I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. But somebody was like, did you catch Keith David's voice? And I was like, no, that wasn't even my focus. I didn't even really think about that the first time. But I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So Travis said, if she remembers Spider-Man, she remembers his voice. There's no way she won't recognize it when she hears Peter. Also, they still have that weird exchange at the end of No Way Home, which she remembers. Yeah, definitely. 100%. I agree.
It amounts to a kind.
Yeah.
Again, another really, really awesome recreation of a comic book shot. Boomerang, throwing the boomerangs at Spider-Man up on a roof. The web kind of... I always loved that artwork. I used to have some artwork hanging in my bedroom when I was a kid of like... anytime we see the webs just kind of wrapping around him like that, I think that looks really, really cool. You know, because we're used to seeing them in kind of a line, like when he's hanging or swinging from them or something. But I think that is such a cool... I used it in this thumbnail because I was like, that's such a cool shot, man. And then to see Boomerang throwing that underneath of him, I think that's awesome. This one's interesting, too.
Is he supposed to be playing Dr. Connors? That'd be interesting.
That Keith David is Dr.
Oh,
Connors?
fucking called it. I didn't even see your message.
Dude, oh, really?
Yeah,
Are you
Draven.
serious? That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Ah. Draven said there's a rumor that he may be Dr. Connors. That is
Yep.
sick. I could see
Because
that.
that's the whole point. Like
That'd be great.
a lot of the Spider-Man villains are like, you know, a lot of them are like Peter Parker's professors or whatnot. But like one I just saw Spider-Man 2 and from Tobey Maguire, and I totally missed the Dr. Connors references in and Spider-Man 2 and 3. Like he was prominent in 2 and 3. The second one being the professor just getting on Peter, and then the third one of him finding the symbiote and analyzing it for Peter. So like, and they also showed him with like one arm, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. And then we had Dr. Connors in Spider-Man 1, played by, I forgot what his name is. So it would be really cool to see Dr. Connors again.
I agree. Totally agree.
But what's going to be interesting for me is how is Tom Holland Spider-Man going to interact with these people who are all, to him, like he knows that these people become villains. Like they know that they become mutated. They know that they become villains. So like I wonder how Spider-Man is going to interact with say Dr. Connors and Osborn and Octavius when he shows up. So like it's going to be interesting to see how Spider-Man moves around the world with the knowledge that he has, because he remembers everything everything about phase 2 and 3 and all that.
Right.
So, but nobody knows who he is. So it's curious to see how he's going to interact with everybody else in that regard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Draven, we were talking about that earlier. He said I was just rewatching the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, and I wonder if Peter is turning into the Man Spider in this movie. It is heavily rumored that by the end of this film, we will see Peter transform into Man Spider. So we'll have this now. This is where we get into like territory here. The Hand fighting Peter.
When does the Hand come in here?
Incredible.
Where the fuck did the Hand come from?
Dude,
like implementing like 5 different comic books in one movie for Brand New Day is borderline. I'll say this: introducing too many characters is one thing, but introducing over 5 different comic books in one movie, good luck.
Yeah.
You know, like you're acting as if like Tom Holland doesn't have like 5 movies in his contract to do. Like,
yeah, I know.
You can't really like.
They're squeezing a lot, man. They are squeezing a lot into this movie.
Yeah, that's the only thing that worries about.
Boomerang, Tarantula, Scorpion, the Hand, Hulk, Punisher, this mysterious Jean Grey character, possibly Dr. Connors. Like there's so many characters.
Matt Murdock's in this too.
Matt Murdock is, I guarantee you, Matt Murdock / Daredevil will be in this. Now, this is interesting too. I feel like this is where we're starting to really see the Man Spider thing take effect, and the way that he webs the sword and then breaks it apart in just a moment. Like it looks incredible. Somebody zoomed in on this and they were like, "You can see MJ in the reflection in his eyes." I was like, "Shit, no, you can't." Like, don't. You're really grasping at straws. Like, chill out. What an insane shot. Like, what a freaking masterful shot right there. Incredible.
I love how you have foot ninjas and like their cool ninja pose, and then you got fucking 2 ninjas on the far left and right getting ready to swing their electric bat. They got like a 2076 baseball bat that they're ready to put in bats.
Babe Ruth over here. Draven said, "Do you think Fisk is in this?" I do. I think I don't see him going away. He's too much of a liked character and too important in the universe now. I don't see him just going away after Daredevil season 2.
Bro, Vincent D'Onofrio's getting old, so let's hope he gets in as many projects as possible.
That's fair. Travis said one way to look at it. One way to look at it is this isn't just resetting Spider-Man, it's setting up the street level side of Marvel on the big screen. I think that's great. I've missed that. We talked about that at the beginning of the stream. I've missed the New York level friendly neighborhood street side, swinging from buildings, saving people in cars, fighting crime. Like we've
Well, you
missed that in the last 3 films.
You understand that like this next season of Daredevil is going to be all out war
Right.
with street level gangs,
Yeah.
heroes.
But that's what I'm
and-
like. I told Julia this when we watched Daredevil Born Again season 1. It's almost going to be weird if they don't start to have the street level stuff, and if they don't start to like cross over between Daredevil and Spider-Man and the Punisher and all, because there's such a concentration of characters and heroes in New York that if they
Which one's
don't
coming
cross
out
over,
first?
it's gonna feel weird. Daredevil comes out like in a couple of days. So
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be weird if there's no Spider-Man in this. Like, at least like a cameo or something like
100%,
that.
100%. It's gonna be weird if Spider-Man does not make a cameo in Daredevil. It's gonna be weird if Daredevil does not make a cameo in Spider-Man.
Yeah, because
like-
you literally have the hand right here. There's no connection.
100%.
Yeah, so
It's gonna be weird if that does not happen. 100%.
mhm. Yeah, I agree.
Now, this shot has gained so much attention in the last couple of days because very clearly we can see that there are hand members facing in several different directions. There's some facing down here, there's some facing over here, there's some facing Spider-Man, right? Obviously, I think the obvious answer is it's probably Daredevil and Spider-Man getting ready to fight the hand. I think there have also been a lot of people speculating like, oh, it's the Hulk. But my favorite comment and my favorite reply back to the Hulk theory was that someone said, bro, if that's really the Hulk, there is no way the hand ninjas would be diving face first with a sword to fight the Hulk because, quote unquote, he would turn them into gel, which is kind of true. Like, could you see the Hulk being CGI'd out of this scene?
Can I just make a point here right now with this scene in particular?
As dope as it would be,
Yeah.
it's not the Hulk.
With No Way Home happening, like the idea that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were like maybe gonna show up was like so big. Like we spent like at least 2 or 3 shows like depicting it and trying to figure out if he was and
yeah.
whatnot, leaks here and there. What exactly are you hiding with this scene and having it edited out with the characters that are already established, other than maybe Sadie Sink's character? You know what I mean? Like this seems like such a cheap way to get clicks and interactions for the film when like I feel like the payout is not going to be as.
I literally think that's all it is. I think they're just
It's
trying
not-
to like. I think they're just trying to build excitement. I think that's literally the only thing it is.
Exactly, but like the payout for this is not going to be anywhere near as what Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire did. I'm sorry, you can't do it again. It's like you
Yeah.
can't do it again with like the excitement of this. And no part of me is going to make me feel excited whenever it comes out with like another trailer of Spider-Man Spider-Man Brand New Day where you actually have them edited in there.
Yeah.
Like the payout is not going to be anywhere near as heavy as Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, and it's the exact same fucking format,
yeah.
jumping to each other in the film from Brand New Day and No Way Home. That this seems like the cheapest fucking money grab or interaction grab that I've ever seen. And I think if they had not have used this scene, it wouldn't have made any type of difference. Now, I'll say this. You guys can get at me in the comments. Oh, it's from the exact comic. It's literally shot from the comics of the Hand versus Spider-Man in that series. If that's the case, cool. This is a great shot. This is a great shot, and this is dope, and I'm glad they did that because they've already done like 3 or 4 shots from comic book covers.
Yeah.
But if
yeah.
this is to edit out someone else that's already been established in the MCU,
Yeah.
even if it's Sadie Sink's character or whatever she's gonna be, boo. Like, I don't care.
Boo.
Like, I don't care if this is edited out. Just show the people. Like, it doesn't. You're not
Yeah.
hiding anything spectacular anymore
Right.
in this
Well,
film.
and I think enough people are kind of like, okay, it's probably Daredevil. Like, enough people are kind of putting that together. Somebody said it's Daredevil and Elektra. I was like, dog, we don't need anyone else. Like, it's like it's full. Like,
yeah, it's not even necessarily like the fact that like
it's
full
too
or
much.
too many
It's full.
characters. It's just, I don't know. It's, if this scene is an edited out scene that is just to get interactions, I think Disney kind of thinks of us as complete idiots,
Yeah.
or just
But
like cannon fodder. Just to, like,
unfortunately, I think that's what it is. I really do.
it is what it is, and I get it. It gives us something to talk about on the
Yeah.
on this show. Yeah, sure, whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm still not gonna fucking accept the fact that this is what the move they're trying.
Travis Mitchell said another way to look at this shot: the ninjas are after someone else, and Spider-Man is holding them off. That's kind of what it looks like. I don't know, man. I really think there's a character CGI'd out of this. I genuinely think that there's a character CGI'd out of this shot. It's just a matter of who is that character. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's the Hulk. As much as I would love, listen, I am a Hulk mega fan. I would love to see the Hulk and Spider-Man team up, but not against the Hand. Like, it's not gonna be the Hulk. I will be shocked if it is CGI to be the Hulk underneath of Spider-Man. Like, that's just I sincerely doubt that that's gonna happen.
Rebirth.
What do you think of the logo?
That's
Do
cool.
you like the new logo? I think it looks
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
it's very much the old TV show. Was that you?
Bunch of boxes just fell in front of me.
I thought that was my dog that just fell over there.
No, a bunch of crap just fell.
Oh.
I have a couple boxes stacked up in front of me, and they all just toppled over. That's interesting. Yeah, I think I like the logo. I think it looks good. It's very cartoon-esque looking, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I dig it, man. I think the whole thing looks great.
Nice flowers.
Yeah, yeah,
they're
this.
a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ,
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
friendly neighbor.
Told you.
Yeah, I don't know if I
That's
called
weird.
that the first time. I was too caught up in the other stuff.
That was weird.
So literally, that's a lot. Even if you stay in contact with him,
Look, it's totally fine.
that's
I
a
get
little
it.
fucking weird.
I get it. Protect your
Like-
friends. Protect your friends. I get it, man. Trust me.
Yeah, but like again, every time they leave their apartment, he's like, "Where are you going?" And then they're
Yeah.
gonna get like they go to a coffee shop or something, and he's just like magically sitting there getting coffee. You know, coffee. I don't know.
It's like, I know we're not the best coffee place in the fucking state, so let's just put a pause there, guys.
Yeah. Draven said, if we get Hulk versus Man Spider, then ooh, dog, give it to me. Give it the fuck to me. I will take that. If that turns out to be the final like battle, I will leave the theater a happy man if that's what ends up happening. That will be wonderful. Love it. That would be great. Man, I'm excited. I really am. I think this is going to be, you know, we watched Thunderbolts the other day. I hadn't watched Thunderbolts. I just, for whatever reason, I hadn't seen it. I thought it was great. I think this whole messy era of Marvel, I think it's coming to an end. I think they listened to what people wanted. I think they listened to, you know, Tom Holland blatantly said, he was like, when we knew that we were doing Brand New Day, he was like, I basically went on and found out what fans wanted. And he went back to Marvel and was like, I think we need to do this and this and this and this and this and this. And it seems like that's what they're doing. Now, it does, as excited as I am, I think it's a tall order. I think it seems like there's a lot of pieces that they're wanting to put into one. There's a lot of toppings that they're wanting to put on one pizza.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's got the potential to be something really, really special for the MCU as we move into Doomsday. Doomsday. So
Yeah, I like the trailer, man. It's a solid trailer, and it got me hyped. A few things that really annoyed me, but still.
did it get you hard?
Not in the slightest. But I thought it was very well put together. So it made me excited for the film that will come out, and overall more questions than answers
Lots of
after
questions.
this trailer. So
Yep.
I'm excited to find more about it.
It'll be awesome, man. Couple of things before we wrap this thing up. In the coming weeks, we've got some movie news stuff. We've got to talk the new Friday the 13th series. We've got to talk some of the Elm Street rumors that have come out. We've got to talk the Halloween game. We've got to talk the whole bunch of horror news, actually, that we haven't gotten to. There's quite a few things that we need to dive into in the next few weeks. So be on the lookout for all of that. Make sure if you have not done so already, leave this one a like. Any final word before we wrap this sucker up? Gubernatorial.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, it'd be dope if it was Deadpool. It won't be Deadpool.
That would be dope. Yeah.
It won't be.
But I think
If it
Ryan
was-
Reynolds
if it
talked
was
about how he
Spid-
wanted to be more cameos in this
Yeah.
instead of an actual film.
Spider-Man and Deadpool and Daredevil in one shot.
Bro, you would have there's almost the same. There's almost more characters in this than Secret Wars. Like
Maybe.
the roster is just stacking.
I don't know about that.
It's getting close. It's
I
getting
don't know
close
about
to
that.
being
I
the
think
same amount.
I think Doomsday and Secret Wars are going to be kind of mind-blowing for how many characters are actually included. I genuinely do. So, we'll have to see, man.
right.
But we'll talk all the Doomsday rumors and all that stuff in a future live stream. But thank you guys so much for being here. Be sure to leave the stream a like. If you have not done so already, you can follow us at LTM Podcast KY on social media. Be sure to join the Facebook group Let's Talk Movies YouTube channel / community page. Friend me on Facebook, and we'll get you added in there. Thanks so much for being here. Let us know your thoughts on the official trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Home, Old Home, Old Folks Home. Stick with the home thing. I will say the home title got kind of annoying after a while. I was kind of like, okay,
It sure did.
choose something else. Like,
Yeah.
let's move a new thing. Like, I'm fine with it being Brand New Day, but I'm hoping that like the next movie doesn't have to use day somehow. Like, I hope we
The
can.
good old days, the lost days,
I hope we can move on from that. you
final
know?
days,
Final days, yeah, whatever. Doomsday, I don't know, whatever.
3 day week. Yeah.
Thank you. Day off. Spider-Man day off. All right, guys. We will talk to you soon. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to leave a like, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Peace.